Hello everyone. I'm very glad to be given the opportunity to conduct this session on answering techniques for the SPM Trial Examination Terengganu 2020 Paper 2. Carrying out this activity online is a unique situation as we are experiencing some challenges due to the pandemic. Without wasting time, let us look at question number 1. On the graph in the answer space, shade the region which satisfies the three inequalities y less than or equal negative 2x plus 4, y less than 2x plus 4, and y greater or equal to 0. First, we look at y less or equals negative 2x plus 4. We refer to this line. Because less than or equal to, the straight line is a solid line and the region is below the line. Here. Second one, y less than 2x plus 4. Because less than, so the line is dotted line and also the region is below the line. The next one, y greater or equals 0. So you know on x-axis y equals 0. So the region is above the straight line. Last, you shade the region. So how to get the marks? Okay, first, straight line y equals 0, 1 mark. The region correctly shaded, 2 marks. Question number 2. Diagram 1 shows a 9-meter utility pole leaning towards the east at an angle of 60 degrees from the horizontal ground. If the sun lies vertically up the bottom of the pole, A. Draw the orthogonal projection of the pole in the diagram 1. Still remember what is orthogonal projection? Orthogonal projection is formed on a plane when the projected line from an object is perpendicular to the plane. So first, we find the projection line. So the red color here is projection line, and this line we call it as orthogonal projection. B. Hence, calculate the length of the shadow of the pole. The length of the pole is 9 meters. So we have the angle and the length. So we use trigonometry to find the length of the shadow. Cos 60 equals adjacent side is length of the shadow over the hypotenuse 9 meters. The length equals 9 times 0.5. Length of shadow equals 4.5 meters. So where we can get the marks? First, you draw the shadow, 1 mark, and this part K1 and the answer N1. Question number 3. Water flows into a tank at a flow rate of S plus 5 meter cube per second. If the tank capacity is 600 meter cube and the water takes 2s seconds to fill up the tank, find the time required. To answer this question, first you must know the formula of rate. So for this question, rate equals volume over time. How I know it? We refer to this unit. Meter cube represent volume and second represent time. Okay, so now we fill in the figure to the formula. The rate is S plus 5 equals the volume is 600 meter cube and the time is 2s. So s plus 5 equals 600 over 2s. And now opposite of divide is multiply. 2s multiply s plus 5 equals 600. Now we expand the bracket. 2s times s equals 2s squared. 2s plus 5 equals 10s. So 2s squared plus 10s equals 600. And we arrange it into general form. 2s squared plus 10s minus 600 equals 0. And don't forget to simplify it. So every algebraic term can be divided by 2. So we will get s squared plus 5s minus 300 equals 0. Okay, so after we factorize, we will get s minus 15, s plus 20 equals 0, s equals 15, s equals negative 20. Now we need to find the time required, and don't forget the time required is 2 seconds. So time equals 2 times 15 equals 30 seconds. So now we look at the answer scheme, how we obtain the mark. First, 2s multiply s plus 5 equals 600. We obtain 1 mark. 2s squared plus 10s minus 600 equals 0. Obtain another 1 mark here. And if you can factorize it correctly, 1 mark, and the answer 1 mark. Question number 4. Tennis balls are sold in 2 types of container, a cylindrical tube and a cuboid box. Both containers are just big enough to fit 3 balls in the tube and 4 balls in the box as shown in diagram 2. Diameter of a tennis ball is 6.54 centimeter. Using pi equals 22 over 7, calculate the volume of each container and find the volume difference for both containers. First, we find the volume of cylinder. As you know, the formula for volume of cylinder is pi r squared h. So 22 over 7 times radius 3.27 square times the height 19.62 equals 659.35. Volume of cuboid. The width of the box is 6.54 and the length of the box is 6.54 times 4, and the height of the box is 6.54 also. So volume of cuboid equals 6.54 times 4 times 6.54 times 6.54 equals 1118.91. Now we find the difference for both container. Volume of cuboid minus the volume of cylinder equals 1118.91 minus 659.35 equals 459.56. Okay, now we check how we get the marks. First, volume of cylinder, 1 mark. Volume of cuboid, another 1 mark. Difference volume for both container, 1 mark. And the answer, 1 mark. Total is 4 marks. Question number 5. If you look at the first sentence, solution by metric method is not allowed to answer this question. Means this question actually is simultaneous equation and you cannot use metric method to solve it. Total mass of Salam and his brother is 60 kg. Their father's mass is 75 kg, which equals the total mass of Salam and twice the mass of his brother. Find the mass of Salam and his brother. Hence, calculate the difference in mass between his father and brother. Okay, so first we form the equation. Let mass of Salam is S and mass of his brother is Y. So S plus Y equals 6. So S plus Y equals 60. This is first equation. Second equation is father mass is 75 kg, which is equals total mass of Salam and twice of the mass of brother. So S plus 2Y equals 75. This is second equation. And we use the elimination method to solve this question. Cancel S, so it's minus. Y minus 2Y equals negative Y. 60 minus 75 equals negative 50. Y equals 15. Substitute Y equals 15 into equation 1. S plus 15 equals 60. S equals 45. Okay, so mass of Salam is 45 kg and mass for his brother is 15 kg. Now we need to calculate the difference in mass between his father and brother. The mass of his father is 75 kg and brother is 15 kg. So the difference in mass between his father and brother is 75 minus 15 equals 60 kg. How you obtain the mark? First, you form the equation, you obtain 2 marks. S equals 60 minus Y. Or you have the equivalence, then you can obtain the marks. So for this one, Y, negative Y equals negative 15, 1 mark, and Y equals 15, 1 mark, S equals 45, another mark, and the final answer 61 mark. So total is 6 marks. Question number 6. A. Determine whether the following sentence is a statement or non-statement. If we look at the sentence, 51 is a prime number. 51 can be divided by 3. 51 not a prime number. So when a sentence we can determine true or false, it is a statement. So the answer for A is statement. B. Write down premise 1 to complete the following argument. Premise 2. A intercept B not equals A. Conclusion. A not subset to B. Okay, so this type of argument actually is premise 1 if P then Q. Premise 2 not Q. Conclusion not P. Okay, so now here not Q. This one is not P. So if I write to the first premise, I must write if P then Q. So if A subset to B, then A intercept B equals A. So the answer is if A subset to B, then A intercept B is equals A. C. It is given the sum of the interior angles of a polygon with n sides is n minus 2 times 180 degrees. Make one conclusion by deduction on the sum of the interior angles of a nonagon. First, conclusion by deduction means we need to find the answer. And nonagon is 9 sides. Given the formula, so we just substitute into the formula and we write like this. The sum of the interior angles of a nonagon is, okay, you substitute into n equals 9. So 9 minus 2 times 180 degrees. So equals 1260. Now we mark the answer. Okay, where we can get the marks. First, statement 1 mark. B, we have 2 marks. And C, you show me the 9 minus 2 times 180 degrees, 1 mark, and the answer 1 mark. Question number 7. Diagram 3 shows a trapezium PQRS drawn on a Cartesian plane. It is given that SR and PQ are parallel. Find the equation of a straight line SR. To find the equation of straight line SR, we know for straight line with gradient, we will use this step. Step 1, find the gradient. Step 2, find the y-intercept. Step 3, write the equation y equals ms plus c. Okay, first we need to find the gradient of SR. Gradient of SR is equals to gradient of PQ because these two lines are parallel. So gradient of PQ equals at minus 0 over 0 minus 4. Or we use the formula m equals negative y intercept over s-intercept. Okay, so m equals negative 8 over 4. Then you will obtain gradient equals negative 2. After we obtain the gradient m equals negative 2, we need to find the y-intercept of straight line SR. Okay, how to find the y-intercept? We use y equals ms plus c. And you must find a point on the straight line SR as value of s and y. Okay, so here is the value of s. This is value of y. So 15 equals negative 2 times 3 plus c. C equals 15 plus 6. C equals 21. So last step, you write the equation into y equals ms plus c by substitute the value m and c. So y equals negative 2s plus 21. B. Find the s-intercept of the straight line SR. So this part is s-intercept. So on s-axis, y equals 0. So we substitute the value of y equals 0 into the equation of the line SR. So 0 equals negative 2s plus 21. 2s equals 21, s equals 10.5. So s-intercept of the straight line SR is equals 10.5. So now again we look at this answer where we can obtain the mark. Okay, so gradient equals negative 2, we obtain 1 mark. If you can substitute the value of the gradient into the equation, you can obtain 1 mark. And the equation of the straight line, 1 mark. Okay, for B, if I can see, you substitute y equals 0, you can obtain 1 mark. And the answer, another 1 mark. Question number 8. Using matrices, find the value of s and of y that satisfy the following simultaneous linear equation. 3s minus 2y equals 7. Negative 4y plus 5s equals 9. Before you write the matrix equation, you need to arrange the second equation. Okay, so we write the s first, after that y. So 5s minus 4y equals 9. Okay, so now we write the matrix equation. 3, negative 2, 5, negative 4. Sy equals 7, 9. This matrix we move over right hand side, it will become inverse matrix. So 1 over 3 times negative 4 minus negative 2 times 5. And these two numbers, you change the place. Negative 4 go up and number 3 go down. And negative 2 change to positive and 5 change to negative. Multiply with 7, 9. Okay, you count the bottom part here. You will obtain negative 2, so 1 over negative 2. And these two matrices you multiply first before you multiply the fraction into the bracket. Okay, so how to multiply these two matrices? Normally, we will do like this: negative 4, 2, negative 5, 3. This one go up and Draw the line. Okay, first number is -4 times 7 plus 2 times 9. So you write here -4 multiply 7 plus 2 times 9. Second row also you do the same thing, -5 times 7 plus 3 times 9. By using calculator, you will obtain 1 over -2 times -10, -8. Okay, so now each number you multiply with -1 over 2. Then you will obtain x equals 5, y equals 4. Okay, now we look at answer scheme, how we obtain the mark. First, you can form the metric equation, you get 1 mark. And correct inverse metric, 1 mark. And the answer, each one, 1 mark. Question number 9, diagram 4.1 shows a speed time graph for a movement of a bicycle for a period of 45 seconds. The uniform speed of the bicycle for the first 15 seconds is 10 meters per second. A. Complete the graph on diagram 4.2 to show the movement of bicycle with uniform speed. You know, uniform speed is same speed, which is 10 meters per second. So how you draw the line? You draw the line, horizontal line like this, and the speed is 10 meters per second. So you obtain 1 mark here. B. Calculate the distance by the bicycle before it reaches the maximum speed. Okay, where is the maximum speed? 20 meters per second here. To find the distance for speed time graph, to find the distance, you need to find the area under the graph. So you need to find the area A and area B. For area A, 15 times 10. Area B is a trapezium, so 1 over 2 times the sum of two parallel lines, which is 10 plus 20 times the distance between two parallel lines, 20, equals 450 meters. B2. The average speed in meter per second for the whole diagram traveled by the bicycle. So for whole diagram means include part C. So we need to find the total distance A, B, and C. And total distance A and B is 450 meters. So for C is 1 over 2 times 10 times the height, 20, equals 550 meters. And the formula for average speed is total distance over total time. So equals 550 divided by 45 seconds, equals 12.22 meters per second. Again, we check how we get the marks. Okay, first part, to find the area under the graph, 1 mark, the answer, 1 mark. For B2, area of the triangle, 1 mark. And Average speed equals 550 over 45, 1 mark, and the answer 1 mark. Question number 10, diagram 5 shows semicircle PDS and sector ORS with common center O. PQS is a quadrant of a circle. Given that QS equals 21 cm and angle ROS equals 140 degrees. So I label it first. QS 21 cm and the angle SOR equals 140 degrees. A. Calculate the perimeter in centimeter of the whole diagram. As you know, the perimeter is here. QP plus OP plus OR plus RS and the radius QS. This is quadrant 90 over 360 times 2 pi r 2 times 22 over 7 times radius 21 plus the art of SR here plus the radius 21 and plus the art SR 140 over 360 times 2 times pi times the radius 10.5. After that, plus the length of OR and the length of OP. So equals 100.67. The length of the arc 1 mark, and if you can write the equation to find the perimeter, another 1 mark. So K1 at the first line, and the answer N1. The area in centimeter square of the shattered region. As you know, the area of a circle is pi r square. So for quadrant is 90 over 360 times pi times 21 square minus the semicircle here 180 over 360 times pi times 10.5 square plus this sector OSR 140 over 360 times pi times 10.5 square equals 308 centimeter square. So the first line here we obtain K1, and the answer we obtain N1. Question 11, Table 1 shows the name of participants from the Mathematics Society and Science Society attending a camping program. 2 participants were assigned as chair of ceremony and gave a speech at the end of the program. A participant is chosen at random from the Science Society, and then another participant is chosen at random also from Science Society. List the sample space. Normally, teacher will draw a table like this. Okay, this is the first member and second member. Okay. Of course, we cannot obtain the same person here, JJ, CC, DD, and SS. So we cross it out and we start with here, J, C, J, D, J, S. C, J, C, D, C, S. D, J, D, C, D, S. SJ, SC, SD, that's all. So we write in sample space like this. Okay, so JC, JD, JS, and so on. Second, by listing all the possible outcomes of the event, find the probability that a boy and a girl are chosen. Okay, so now the keyword is by listing all the possible outcomes. You cannot use the multiplication method to solve this question. You must base on the sample space and find the possible outcome and find the probability of a boy and a girl are chosen. So Johari and Shazlin, Chong and Shazlin, David and Shazlin. Of course, Shazlin, Johari, Shazlin, Chon, and Shazlin, David. As long as how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the probability is 6 over the total 12. And if you simplify it, it equals 1 over 2. So this part 1 mark and the answer 1 mark. B. A participant is chosen at random from the boy group and then another participant is chosen at random from the girl group. Okay, so boy group is here, girl group is here. List the sample space. Okay, so for sample space, we can write like this. Azlin, Nurihan, Azlin, Shazlin. Johari, Nurihan, Johari, Shazlin. Chon, Nurihan, Chon, Shazlin. David, Nurihan, and David, Shazlin. So altogether you have 8 possible outcomes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so second, by listing all the possible outcomes of the event, find the probability that both participants are chosen from the Mathematics Society. So Mathematics Society, we have Azlin and Nurihan. So here, one only, so you list out. The probability is 1 over 8. So this one, list the sample space, 1 mark. List the possible outcomes, 1 mark, and the answer, 1 mark. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.